Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing33 Plays PUBG. How you guys doing today? My name is Stealwing33. I got a little derailed because I just read like the most shocking news headline in my entire life. Apparently we succeeded in the world's first human head transplant, which is like really weird. Apparently it was done on a corpse, so we don't know if the person would continue to be alive afterward. But apparently it was done in a time frame that would have prevented brain damage. So, like, the way the surgery was structured is that the surgery had to be, the transplant itself had to be finished within a minute. Well, correction, the blood vessels needed to be reconnected within a minute, and then machines took over life support operations for the body, and then the blood vessels would move blood through the head. It's a weird fucking thing. It's like the kind of thing that I wasn't like prepared to read today. Basically, you ever been in one of those situations where you're like, you're just going about your business, and then suddenly you read something, and you're like, "Where am I? Who are you people? What is going on in my life?" That's where I'm at right now with my life, having read about a human head transplant. Yeah, so that was the thing. Apparently some guy, like, did it in China. Some, like Western doc went to China because they have very, very loose medical ethics like, just very loose medical ethics in China. And, yeah, performed a head transplant. Apparently moved, the head from one corpse to another was his, like, whole thing. But he proved that, like, it was successful because when they, like, used machines to pump blood through the heart, it pumped into the brain, and then when he stimulated the neurons in the head, like, it moved parts in the body and a bunch of other stuff. And I mean, there's success in transplant is, like, kind of, like, it's not face value, right? Like, it's not like reattaching your hand to your hand, right? Like, we're talking, like, we already have problems with, like, things like rejection. Like, we haven't figured out a good way to, like, prevent our bodies from rejecting things that we transplant into it. Like, if I go out and I, like, damage my heart, right? Like, I don't know, I got sick and my heart, like, doesn't work anymore. And I know I'm not sick, but now I need a new heart, right? If I get a new heart, the new heart is, like, essentially constantly under attack from my from my immune system, right? And I mean constantly. Like, so, like, I can't even imagine, like, a brain that deals with that, right? Like, what the fuck is that gonna do to that person, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, the goal is noble. Like, it's a goal. Essentially, it's to help, like, quadriplegic people with nerve damage, right? I think the real big thing about this is we figured out, apparently, we know how to reattach nerve endings in human beings, which was thought to be impossible due to the number of neurons that need to be connected correctly. Like, the sheer volume of things that need to be connected is, like, astonishingly high. We're talking, like, into, like, the hundreds of thousands, into the millions of, like, small connections that need to be made. As far as my, like, limited understanding of neurology goes, right? And so, like, it's just fucking weird. It's weird to think about. It's a strange world we live in. Strange world. We dropped into Quarry, because I never drop into Quarry, and I know people don't generally drop in here because it's bad. But I've dropped into a couple places in the past that people have told me are bad, that are not bad. But I did see somebody dropping with me. Again, I'm basically operating under the assumption that there's no one here. If I start getting shot at, or if I see somebody, that's going to change my attitude and my methodology here. But, like, nobody comes to fucking Quarry. I don't go to Quarry. This is, like, a really big outlier because I was curious. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's basically the problem with quarry, and it's a big issue, mind you, is that the gear is spread out all over the goddamn place, right? Like, it has nothing to do with the loot quality. There's enough buildings here, and there's a lot of stuff here, right? But the problem is that it's all spread out, so it's really difficult to, like, find shit here. A lot of the buildings that are good are on the end of the quarry over there by that red building over there. But every one of these like little buildings over here has something in it. So you spend a lot of time running around in the quarry. There's also the issue of multiple elevations and lots of open space. So, you know, if multiple people drop into quarry, then you're very likely to end up getting roasted by somebody that you might never see. Which could be an issue. I could see that. What am I looking for right now? I kind of just need, like, attachments for my Scar. I need a helmet. A helmet's important. I'm, like, a stray bullet away from dying right now. And then, I want a sniper rifle. I think a sniper rifle is a useful thing that I could end up with right now. That's 10 bandages. Someone's here. Which is disconcerting. I'm running around like a moron, and there's like a person in the quarry with me. Which makes quarry very dangerous. Like, because I have no idea where this guy would have gone. The Mini 14 is alright. I think it's still pretty good. I think it's still probably the best DMR. I definitely like it more than the SKS. The big issue is it's the same thing that I say about the Scar versus the M4. The SKS is better because it has more attachment slots, so it can get better. The biggest issue is that you need to find all of those attachments and make that happen. But I'm trying to, like... There's someone here with me. This Mini 14 didn't have any ammo. And a bunch of the doors down there were open before I got there. Which means there's somebody here. But the problem is I can't hear them because of the rain. And I don't know where they are. Which is frightening. So I'm gonna basically rely 100% on the fact that I might be able to spot them. And hope I don't get hit in the head by, like, an AK bullet. Or something like that. While we're running around here. We're gonna stay crouched. Just in case. It was that package of 10 bandages that was just, like, chilling out on the ground over there. That's what keyed me in. I didn't see the door right away. We're safe right now, so I'm, like, not in a rush. I'm just looking for whoever the hell it is that's in quarry with me. Because I need to spot them before they spot me. Or I need them to spot me and miss. But we're going to go back around towards where I landed. I'm just really nervous. Like, stuff like this always makes me nervous when I know there's somebody nearby, but I don't know where they are. And don't get me wrong, I got, like, good equipment. Like, I can definitely deal with somebody if I can see them, but I have to see them, right? Like, if they open fire on me and, like, kill me before I even notice where they are, it's an issue. Very, 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 very disconcerting. That's alright. But yeah, so that freaked me out a little bit today. That's what I was doing right before I sat down to record PUBG. I was reading a strange article. I'm, like, nervous to stand still, because, like, if I stand still, it gives them the opportunity to, like, line up shots on me from wherever the hell they are. But, like, sometimes I don't really have a choice, right? Like... But that's the scary part about Quarry, right? Is that there are so many ups and downs here that, like, they could be anywhere. They could have they could be watching me right now. Like, they could have, like, not found a gun. Or, like, chilling out somewhere watching me run around, picking shit up. Waiting for, like, a good opportunity to, like, come down here and kill me. Which is, you know, not great. So we're just going to have to pay really close attention and be really on our toes here. This is probably a bad idea. I just want to take a peek. It's just a level 1 helmet. I'm going to ignore it. See, like, that door's open. Did I open this? I don't think I opened this one. Because this guy and I are, like... He must have come down into the quarry. He didn't go up, because I didn't see him up there. Maybe he left already? Be a little too fortunate, to be honest. Enough where I don't believe that that's the case. Really, what I need is a level 2 helmet. Like, I feel a little better if I can find a level 2 helmet. These places have been, like, opened seemingly at random. I'm, like, really freaking out a little bit here. I get really quiet when I'm, like, nervous, because it helps me focus, which makes me less nervous. Not great for, commentary, unfortunately. But what he must have done is he must have landed up there, opened up, like, the first couple buildings to see if he could find a gun, and then come down here towards this building. And then he must have, yeah, he went inside of that building over there. And he must have looted the whole thing out. So I'm essentially following a ghost, but that still means that he's probably nearby somewhere. Maybe not close, but in the area, basically. Grab the compensator. During, like, the last circle, having the suppressor's not going to help, so... I know I'm essentially, like, looking over scraps that this guy left behind, right? But I'm kind of hoping that he maybe found, like, an extra level 2 helmet and just didn't pick it up. Slash that machine gun, the machine pistol over there that I spy with my little eye. That I'm gonna pick up because it's, like, the best handgun in the game, and if you're gonna use a handgun, you might as well use this one. I'm also kind of hoping to, like, see him or her. It could be a girl. See them, I guess, is really the term I'm using here. If I can spot them, I can kill them. Literally the best opportunity. Yeah, we gotta get going though, because the circle's coming and it's not a huge distance, but it's enough where it's gonna be a bit of a run. I left a 4X behind. I'm glad I came and checked this, I guess. Because that makes me... moves me from okay to good. Like, we're fairly well equipped now. Alright. Quarry actually wasn't that bad. No level 2 helmet kind of sucks, but we can live with it. If I'm probably gonna bump into somebody, it's gonna be at a distance. So we'll take out the Mini 14 and run with that in our hands. There is a smattering of cover here. Just keep our eyes peeled, keep spinning the camera and all that. But should be fine. Should have been gone. People really, they piss on like the places like Quarry and stuff, but the game's got a pretty even loot distribution. Like, statistically. The problem is just knowing where to look, right? Like, you look in, like, their first, like, 3 buildings and there's nothing in Quarry, and you're like, wow, that fucking sucks. But there are other places in Quarry to look. Which I honestly believe to be very relevant. Alright, we're approaching this mushroom house on, like, the worst side to approach the mushroom house on. I'm also fairly confident that we're still following whoever it was we were following earlier. Crossbow in there. It's an M4. And a padded beige jacket. Not what I want. I want the suppressor, and we'll take the quick draw mag. We saw a attack stock earlier. And I kind of regret not picking it up now. I considered it. But we're going to lay down in here for a minute, just so I can, like, wait for the circle, basically. And peer out across the countryside here. I'm basically in a state of, like, perpetual panic right now, though. Of course. Of fucking course. Got a fucking 1,000-yard run here. But we'll run it. Fucking go. We're gonna, like, not see anybody, like, the whole game. And then get, like, clipped the second we, like, we're gonna, like, just get shot to death. Like, I can already feel this is gonna be one of those games where we, like, run for, like, 20 minutes and then get, like, murdered immediately in the first engagement we get into. Which, to be honest, ain't great. Not looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not confirming that it's occurred. But There's a chance. There's a motorcycle. This could end up being one of those games where I don't see anybody, I get onto this motorcycle, and I end up doing a front flip and dying. But fuck it, let's go. The trick with the motorcycle is just to remember that you don't need to go 100 fucking kilometers an hour. You can go slower. And that there's nothing wrong with going slower. Like... due in large to the fact that, like, the physics in this game aren't great for driving. Like... there's a UAZ back into my left here. Well, I've lost control of my motorcycle. I kind of know where we are right now. We're not going to go into that house because there's a Jeep there. We're instead going to make our way this way. And go into South Georgia Pole over here. Hope we find a nice place to live that isn't occupied currently. This actually appears to have not been picked through at all. Go ahead and drink an energy drink. We'll loot through the rest of this. The trick with hiding in a building is to make the person assume that there's no one inside of it. And a big trick with that is to just remember to close all the fucking doors. Like, if you're gonna stop and look at something for a hot second, just close the door. Alright, there's a compensator in there, another compensator. I need a level 2 helmet. Like... we did, in fact, spot somebody and not die. So we're already doing better than my prediction. Which is nice. Nobody ever goes to this part of Georgia Pole. Again, no idea why, but they don't. They always go to the crate section. I actually think the crate section's worse, because there's less loot areas, I guess is the best way to put it. The loot table's good, though. I mean... oh, I thought somebody shot at me. It was just a fucking lightning. It scared the crap out of me. We're gonna go around Crate Town. We're taking the motorcycle because, like, the areas I have to drive through are, like, pretty, like, uncovered, basically. This is inside of the circle. But there's somebody, yeah, it's like there's somebody inside of it, though. Ah! I should have gotten off. And hid. See, that's what I mean. I didn't see somebody the whole game. Died. Like, that kind of sucks. But that's gonna do it for this episode, unfortunately. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. If you guys want to see more, subscribe to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Helps me out a great deal. But of course, with that, thank you all so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!